Good morning, world. I want to talk to y'all today about something that's been on my mind. It's a message that I have within me that I would love to share with y'all. Today, I want to talk to y'all about purpose. See, some people would think that I'm about to sit up here and tell you that it's my purpose to do nails. It's my purpose to be in the beauty industry. That's my purpose. No, I want to encourage each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, today to go beyond what you think your purpose is and see all of the other little purposes that God has on you. Your calling in life, your reason for each day that He woke you up is something that you were supposed to do each and every day, and that's why God woke you up. It's a plan that He has set in place for you to, but you got to grip it. You got to come to terms with it. You got to be able to grip your purpose. You got to be able to see everything around you is already planned out, and there's something inside that God is trying to push out of you to say. There's something in your heart that God is trying to push out of you to do. Whenever people come around you, and it might be a homeless man on the side of the street, and God tells you don't give him money, feed him. Now, it's your decision. Do you reach in the bag and give that man a croissant that you just bought from Shipley's because you know they high? Or do you keep that croissant and you go home and you be greedy and you take away from your blessings? So what is your purpose, and what do you think God has for you? I want to talk to y'all about that. There's a big purpose. There's little purposes. He's going to use you. We are put here as spiritual beings to be used by the Lord. And those of you that are denying the Lord and refusing to walk around and praise His name and understand that there's a greater purpose for us, why are we the only planet that have people walking around? We done grew up, industrialized. We got factories. The world is so big, but Earth itself has revolutionized. Earth itself has gotten so big. Who can deny God? Who can deny God? So I want to tell you, whenever you find out that you have a new purpose, don't deny it. Such as myself, yes, I'm a nail tech. I do hair and I do makeup and stuff. But I want to tell you something that here recently, I have recently learned that I have another purpose. You see, I keep getting all these clients that come to me and tell me their business. I keep getting all these ladies that's so comfortable around me. I mean, I've had ladies come in here and just sit down and start saying, I've been cheating on my husband. I've been doing the wrong thing. I really do regret it because my side man is not even as good as my husband. Cherry, I want to talk to you about something. I've been abusing my child, or I've been overeating, or I need to talk to you about this friend that I have that did me wrong. Just all this stuff, and they'll just come down and they'll just sit right there in front of me and express themselves to me. And really, I'm only here to do nails. Really, I'm not their friend. They're a client. Some of my clients, yes, we establish a relationship, but me doing their nails, there's always a reason why they done came over here to Cherry's and walked in, and started talking. There's a reason for the conversation, and the reason for the conversation is that I provide them with a service that they love. But what is my purpose? My purpose is beyond sitting here and laying acrylic. My purpose is beyond sitting there and just listening to that. My purpose is to say what God tells me to say. And this has been me. Ever since high school, people used to call me Mama Cherry, and this is why. People are comfortable around me because I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm going to speak the real to them. When somebody come and tell me that they're cheating on their husband, or they're beating the hell out their kid, or they are fornicating in their mind, whenever people, whatever the situation may be, I believe that part of my purpose is to help counsel people back to the Lord. And that's not just my purpose. That's your purpose too. Okay, that's your purpose, and I want to encourage everybody to not be shy to speak the word of God around people. If somebody is sitting over there, even if somebody is saying, I do not believe in the Lord, I don't want to hear that. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want da-da-da. And that's when you got to have your purpose stand up. You got to be able to voice the Lord around anybody. That is part of all of our purpose. And that's what I mean by, I wanted to talk to y'all about this. Your purpose is beyond just one little set thing, okay? A pastor's purpose is to preach. But he has more purpose than just preaching. Sometimes a part of his purpose might be to show up somewhere and say something. Sometimes a part of his purpose might just be to smile at a lady when the Lord gives him a feeling inside of his heart to send a smile out. Encourage that woman. Silently encourage somebody. It's okay. Look somebody in their eyes today and say, it's okay. So, allow God to use you. We are His. He made us. You know, we're the only people that's walking on land. Yeah, some of us might believe in aliens or whatever, but you know what? I haven't seen a whole planet of them. I have yet to see a whole planet of aliens on the news. I've yet to see them building up and being something in life. I've yet to see that. I've yet to see an alien leave a legacy behind like us people of the Lord can. Allow God to use you. Bring Him in your heart. Ask Him for guidance. You know, use the Lord. He is here for a reason. And using the Lord is definitely a part of our purpose. Because God is good. God is love. God is everything that you will ever need. You know, I struggle with the fact that my mother is a non-believer. And I wonder, where do I get my belief from? Where do I get my belief from? As a little girl, my aunt and my dad would make sure that I went to church. And that was a Baptist church. And you know, that church never took me up and put me under the water and baptized me. But you know what? That church did give me God. That church gave me a feeling that I was protected. Even though my mother left me as a young child and left me with my father who was 86 years old, that church gave me a feeling of protection. You know, as a little girl, I prayed, and there was times where I felt the Spirit of the Lord around me. I knew that God was real. Whether if my mother was preaching in my ear that God was real, or my daddy didn't wake up and say his prayers every single day in front of me, me as a child of God knew that God was real. And if I'm able to use the Lord when I need Him, and even when I don't need Him, I'm asking you to allow the Lord to use you. Open your mind up. There's something greater in life than just what you think. There's something more than what you imagine. And you know what? Somebody asked me, what will you do if you die and you find out that God is not real? What would I do if I die and I find out that the God I serve is not real? Now that's a serious question. I am a believer, and don't get it twisted, but I want to take the non-believers there, okay? You see, if I die and come to find out God's not real, He's nowhere around, do you know that if I'm able to think, I want to tell you this, I will die a peaceful person. I will die happy. And I will die happy knowing that my children are being raised on positivity. You see, even the people that question God, I question them. Because even if you think God is not real, why would you be reluctant to accept Him into your life and do the right thing? Why would you not want to do the right thing in life? Maybe it's not God that's the problem in your situation, okay? It's you. Stop being hard-headed. Stop refusing to do the right thing. Okay, we all are sinners. I'm not perfect, and don't get it twisted, okay? I'm just sitting up here trying to deliver a message that came to me to share with you. Allow the Lord to get in your heart and change you. Change is a good thing. Okay, I don't always want to be the same Cherry. 5 years from now, I don't want you to see me in the same place. I don't want you to see me wearing this outfit 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Okay, I am not going to accept the same for too long. Change got to come. Change has got to come. And sometimes the people that's around you can change who you are as a person, and you won't even realize it until they leave, because the spirits that they have on them is rubbing off on you. You don't hear me, y'all. You do not hear me this morning. The spirit that's on some people is rubbing off on you. And you got to be able to see that. You got to be able to be the bigger spiritually person sometimes. You know, when people want you to shut up about God, that's when you talk louder. That's when you get it out there. God has blessed me, and I want the same for you. You know, I wonder, how can I truly love a non-believer? How can I truly love a non-believer? Huh? Ask yourself that. Because you can only love somebody through God himself. So how can you love a non-believer? That's something that I struggle with every single day. But you know what? I love them through God. I continue to pray over their soul. I continue to pray on their heart. I continue to pray on their mind. I continue to pray on their flesh. I continue to brush the enemy off of them with my voice. I continue to call out on the Lord to save that individual. And it's not just one, it's several. It's several individuals. And have you ever noticed how one non-believer can get stuck and tied up in a friendship or with a relationship with another non-believer? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen how the enemy just festers in relationships? Have you ever seen somebody really go their whole life and never forgive and never forget? Have you ever seen that? That's a shame. That's a waste of time. I don't want to be like that. That's why I call on to God. I accept my purpose. You know, sometimes I really do want to just sit up in here and just lay the acrylic and not even say nothing when the Lord tell me, girl, you need to stop doing that. You really need to stop doing that. And sometimes I don't say something. Sometimes I let they self open their mouth and teach themselves a lesson. But you know what? I know Cherry gonna sit here. I know Cherry gonna be real. And I know when the Lord call on me, when he coming through this ear and through this ear right here, and he say, you need to say something to this girl. You need to say something to this man. If it's something that come to my mind, I'm finna allow God to use me for my purpose. I'm fixing to allow God to use me for my purpose. And you know what? It's more than just saying, it's doing too. Do you know the Lord has called on me to spray you with the holy oil while you're asleep? You don't even know who you are, but you done been in my house. You done been sprayed with the holy oil while you're asleep. Because I can't even sleep because there's something on you that's around me, and it's stopping me, and it's pulling me back, and it's holding me down, and it's drawing me from doing what I got to do. I will spray you with the holy oil. I will speak the enemy out of my house and away from my land, miles and miles away from me. I will do what I got to do to get where I got to go. This brain is not fixing to spoil. Like how you suck the brains out of a crawfish. Nah, my brain ain't rotten like that. My brain is not like that. This brain is meant to move. This brain is meant to come up. Keep thinking of more stuff. Keep doing more stuff. What's the next level? Where do I need to be? What do I need to say? Where do I need to go? I'm trying to be the best Cherry can be. And I know some of y'all gonna judge me today. And I'm here to tell you that I don't care. I don't care because I'm doing the best I can do. I'm being the best person I can be. But the Lord wanted me to tell you something today. He wanted me to tell y'all something today, something that came to me. Allow God to use you, and it's more than one purpose that you are trying to get to. Okay, you might have got to this purpose, but there's another purpose. Then it's a purpose up here. Then it's another purpose over here. And then off to the side, the Lord might tell you to do this. That's part of your purpose. And it all comes into play to build you up to where your house need to be. You understand me? Each brick got to be laid right, and your foundation got to start off good in order for you to get the house that you want, your dream house. It's got to be right. The foundation got to be laid right. The bricks got to be laid right. The roof got to be put on top. That's the finalization. You got to put that roof on. You got to close that roof in. You got to put that tar down. You got to put them shingles on top. You got to really cake it up. If you want something nice, you got to really put all your toppings on it in this life. If you want something nice, you can't just walk around like how I've been walking around in sin, doing the wrong thing. No, you got to right that. You got to see, I've been doing enough wrong. You got to want to better yourself. You got to want to come out on top with the sunshine shining on your face and knowing that you did it, but you didn't do it alone. You did it because God was with you. You did it because you listened to your purpose. You listened to your calling. You listen to the structure that we have in us. Y'all ever heard that saying, you cut from a different cloth? You're made from a different brew? You come from a different stock? Well, see, the truth is, we're all from the same stock. We're all from the same cloth. Did you get that? Did you get that today? Because I want you to get that part right there. We are all cut from the same cloth. I'm not trying to hear that, oh, well, there's some of us that's not saved. Even the non-believers are cut from the same cloth. They're just refusing to understand that they come from that same piece of fabric that you do. They're refusing the Lord, but I'm not refusing the Lord, and I can see the Lord all around them, but they can't see it. You see, when you refuse God, your eyes become blind. You can't see stuff that everybody else around you can see. Everybody can see it but you. People can see that you will be great. You will prosper. You will move forward. You will move mountains. You will change people. You will be able to herd us like sheep. But you don't see it. Everybody else around you sees it. It's like having a dream. You can want a dream forever. But I promise you this, if you don't plant the seed of the Lord in your dream will not move. And I done seen it too many times. I done tried to help people. I promise you, if you do not plant the seed of the Lord in your dream will not move. Why are people going to the same places every day in and out? Why are people handsome and beautiful but yet single? What are you doing that's stopping you? What are you doing that's enabling you? Why are people's relationships falling off instead of correcting themselves like it's supposed to be? You see, God don't put somebody in your life for no reason. And leaving everybody is not always the answer. Pray for that man. Pray for that woman that need it. Pray over them. Put the holy oil over them. Speak it in existence. They will change in Jesus' name, and stand on it firm. I mean, put your foot down in the soil and pray for a seed to come up out of that.